Hello and welcome to an episode of Robocraft with me, Table. Now this is indeed a very special occasion. We've had a request to build a robot. And so I'm going to take you through as quickly as I can through a tutorial showing you how I go about building a robot. This person has requested a tier 6 buggy with SMGs. Now this is quite nice because I came up through the ranks using wheeled vehicles, so I should hopefully have some wheels still knocking about. But I'm just going to, enlighten you with what to do and how to go about building it, and hopefully I'll be able to build something that's pretty mean. So we're in tier 5, and I want to use tier 5 armor? See, this is the first dilemma that you have. Do you go higher ranking armor and have less of it, or do you go lower ranking armor and have more of it? And I think it depends on your style. You can go, you could probably get tier 8 armor in a tier 5 vehicle, but it'd be very small. But then again, you could probably have as many blocks as you have flops of tier 4, but it's tier 4. So what I'm going to do is, I've got 36,000 space monies. I'm going to buy tier 5... Wait, no, it's a tier 6 vehicle. Forget that. I'm going to buy tier 6 armor. Luckily, I've already got some. I've noticed this. So if you buy a single one, just click it. You get one. Hold control. 10. Not so bad, huh? Not so bad at all. So it seems that tier 6 armor is quite expensive. Can I get any more? Can I get some more? Okay, 35 blocks. It will have to do. I just hope I've got the right wheels. Right, let's get started. So, tier 6 armor. Right, first things I always do is I do this. I always build a little, because you have so much height, I always build off of the ground so that when I need to work underneath, I can come in and get in underneath it. Really important thing to do. If you don't already do that, do it. It's a must. Like if you have a hovercraft or a flyer, you have to be able to get in underneath it. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 behind, and then that will be my first axle. So that's 5. Now, wheels. I don't tend to like to go the same tier. I do have tier 5 wheels. Should I go tier 5? 4 and 2, so I can only have 6 wheels. But if I go tier 6, I can have 8. Okay, it's going to be 8 wheels. So, steering wheels. Another really helpful thing is this. So, I want to go back to using blocks, but I don't want to have to go Q and then navigate the menus. If you just look at the cube you want and press F, you'll take that cube. How handy is that? So good. Right, okay. So now I need the tier 6 normal wheels. Yep, that's the right positioning. That's great. So that's what we're going to go for. So then extend. So it's gap of 2, then 2 out. So 2s. The rule of 2s. 2s and 2s and 2s. And we're going to go 2s. 2s. So gap of 2, out 2. That's what we're doing. Okay. Those wheels. 1, 2. Steering wheel. 1, 2. Okay, now I think my seat can come a little bit forward, a little bit. Again, select the seat with F, then delete it, and you can just whack it back down. I'm going to go there. No, I'm not going to go there, because the reason I'm putting it 1 back will become apparent. So, that's what we've got so far. So if we go into a practice, always good to get into practice and just drive it, because first of all, most important thing is that your vehicle needs to be able to maneuver. It needs to be maneuverable. If you don't have that, it's a big problem, because you can get caught up on terrain and get bogged down, and you just become a target. You really do just become a target. So, very stable. It'll be unlikely that you'll tip over with this basic frame. The good way to test to see if you will tip is to just immediately do donuts and see if those wheels pick up. And you see, I could do donuts all day and I won't tip. Another test I like to do is the steep drop test, which is where I'll drive off here. I'll just drive off, but I'll make sure I'm driving off at an angle, and I'll see what happens to my vehicle. So I'm deliberately trying to tip my vehicle there. Almost. If I worked quite hard, I might be able to tip this frame. But it's only a basic frame, so that's, you know, that's just the initial thing. So that's that. This frame's good. I'm going to build off of this frame. Right, next thing, down thrust. You want to go to movement and then select tier 2 thrusters. Any bigger and they wouldn't be one square in size. And what I'm going to do is that. So 2 at the front, 1 at the back. So 1, 2, 3. The reason I do that is because if you're doing donuts and your vehicle's very fast, you'll start to lift off of the ground, but you press left shift and you force your vehicle back onto the ground. What that allows you to do is to control a much faster vehicle. Okay, so we've got down thrust. Now what I want to do is flesh out this bottom, because you want to be heavier at the bottom of your vehicle, just so naturally it doesn't want to tip. If you're top heavy, you will have problems. And there is a little device, this thing, which an alignment rectifier, but it takes time to charge and it just shoots you into the air and tries to flip you over. But whilst you're doing that, you are a prime target. You really are. Okay, right. So, good. Now, what am I going to do? What kind of design should I go for? I'm going to want one main gun. That's quite powerful. And then the rest will be weaker guns. So I'll fire a lot, but one of those shots going out will be very high damage. That's what I want. But you need to have lots of guns, because when you're an SMG, you'll get into fights, and you have to outlast them. You have to. So you need a lot of armor just to be able to withstand another SMG, because 9 times out of 10 you'll be either taking on bombers or just up close and personal with your SMGs. So let's immediately go to guns. So if we're fighting tier 6, can I put a tier 10 on? No, can't put a tier 10 on. So let's try an 8. Right, okay, so I can have one tier 8 gun. Perfect, I will have that. And then let's continue with the chassis. So you notice that I'm loading the front end quite heavy with armor, because it will be the front of your vehicle that takes the brunt of it. I'm going to put some electroplates on as well, just for that little extra, but I haven't decided which ones yet. First things first, let's just do that. Okay, nice. Right, let's try and get some electroplates on, shall we? I think this one will have to be it. Let's see what we've got hardware-wise. Tier 5, Tier 6. Tier 6 sounds good. Will I be able to get 2 on like that? No, I need to go up 1. I like to keep as low a profile as I can with my vehicles. So that needs to go out 1. It's always good to have a low profile, because it just makes you less of a target. Not so much for bombers, but for anything ground orientated. Okay. Right, so you have to have a... Okay, so if I have that like that, then I will have lopsided. I don't like having that gap there, but that's okay. Right, let's get some thrust on. So I'm tier 6. I don't want to dedicate anything to tier 6 thrust, so tier 5 thrust will do me. Let's just whack them on and see how that works. Okay, so back to the practice. I think, well, they were tier 6 plates I put on the front. Always handy. Come on, let's go. Oh, why aren't I moving? Are my shields scraping? Sometimes that happens, that your shields stop you from being able to move properly. I'm just not as fast as I expected. I'm still quite fast. Okay, so donut test. That's whilst holding shift. Then if I release shift, I still don't tip. Okay, that's good. I'm low enough and heavy enough that I'm not tipping. That was without down thrust then. So again, still very stable. Good, that's good. Let's load up on some armour now. Now that's what we need. So I've got my tier 8 gun, which will fire through that gap if I'm not mistaken, or just over that gap. Yep. Okay, let's load up. I don't know how much armour I have left, but I really want to cake it on. I want as much armour as I can get on. Yeah, but I don't... Yeah, because that sticks out quite far. I should maybe move these front wheels forward one, just to support that extra weight that I've got on the front of my vehicle. You will have a lot of front armor, a huge amount if you want to survive. Okay, so let's just make that a solid wedge. Yeah, it's looking good. But what I want to do is I want to triple that. I want to triple the amount of front armor that I have, because electroplates will fail inevitably, and when that happens, it will be up to my armor to soak up the additional damage. So I can get rid of that bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many blocks I have left. Okay. That's not looking so bad. Right, next guns. So I'm fighting in tier 6. So ideally I'd like to use tier 7 guns. Can I get 2 tier 7s on? Let's see. No. Okay. Tier 7. Yeah. Nope. Nope. So I can get them on there. I'm still in tier 6, so I've got a tier 8 and 2 tier 7s. Now, I mean, they're powerful, but I shouldn't have those powerful guns on the front of my vehicle, because that's where you're going to get hit first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition those 2 tier 7 guns. I'm going to remember the line that they're in. In fact, if I just draw a line with some blocks... and do this. No, not that. And do... Oh, we're in the way of the thruster. And I'm just going to do that, so I have that as a guideline. Nice. And then... Yeah, that's fine. So I'll do the same on this side, providing I have enough blocks. And then 1, 2... Oh, no cubes left. Oh no! Okay, so how many cubes do I need? 1, 2... 4, 5 blocks. 1, 2... 3... 4, 5, 6... Okay. So, now you've got a dilemma, which I'm sure we've all faced, and that is that I've run out of tier 6 armour. So, do I continue with tier 5, or do I add higher level armour? Now, I'm really close to maxing out my tier 6 to 7 bracket, so I'm going to have to look at lower armours, and that's a shame. I only have 30 cubes of tier 5, which isn't a huge amount. I can get 15 on, I guess. So I need to think carefully about where I want to put this armour. So first of all, I want to raise up those 2 tier 7 guns. So let's just go and do that first, shall we? So 1, 2. 1, 2. And put those maybe there. I might be able to get them further forward. So I'm putting 3 sets down so that I can check the positioning. Yep, yep, yep. Now can I put them down 1? No. Yes, that's the best position right there. Okay, so let's do that and then that. Get that gun back here. Oh, there we go. Right. So that's those raised. I need lower guns. Tier 6. Can I should be able to put a lot of tier 6 on. Okay, so it does go up quite quick. Tier 6, tier 6. No. I need more than 5 guns. Tier 5. Can I put tier 5s on? I only have 1 tier 5. Becoming slightly problematic. Because I can't afford to buy tier guns. But, I mean, it's a nice example because you'll see that I have to work with what I've got and I won't be able to... I mean, like, I would like to use tier 6 blocks. All of these blocks that I'm using, well, I say that, but... Well, I would, at least at the minimum, like to buy more... 1, 2, 3... Buy more tier 4s. Tier 5s. But I can't, I'm broke. Well, I can use... Oh, I use electroplates. If I don't have armor, I at least can use electroplates. Right, more guns. Tier 5 gun. Tier 6 gun. Maybe tier 6. Oh, I'm still in. Will that even fire? Yeah, it will. Okay. Tier 6. I'm still in tier 6. Just. I don't know whether electroplates are going to push me up. But let's get some on, shall we? No, I like the other way around for that. Yeah, I like them that way around. I mean, like, what good is that going to do? I mean, a straight hit, yeah, maybe. Oh, I'm in tier 7. Nope, can't be using those then. Tier 3, maybe? Let's just try putting these on and see what happens to my flop level. No, straight into tier 7. Okay, that's... I mean, it's not ideal. Let's give it a go. Okay, so that's the vehicle. That's what I'm gonna take it into boss mode. Not into boss mode, sorry, into practice mode. We're gonna give it a little whirl. I mean, ideally I'd like it to be a little faster and to add thrusters that reverse you quickly as well, because often you round a corner and you see a vehicle and you're like, and you need to move backwards very quickly so that you can choose whether or not you want to engage. I've also not put any electronics on. I don't know, maybe. As a scratch-built vehicle, I'm quite pleased with it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe this would be... Maybe this could be a contender. I mean, these things are weak as hell, so destroying these is no biggie. You handle okay. You handle okay. You've got... Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Right, it will be another video for the fighting. That was purely just to construct it and show you how I go about building a vehicle. It's not perfect. I would like to do... I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to test it out in combat, to be honest. But that's the vehicle. My tier 6 SMG. It's maybe got enough guns. Maybe. Okay, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. If you do like seeing how I go about building robots, then I will definitely put the videos up. If you send me a request... Oh, did you know what I've noticed as well? The cockpit's completely open, so one plasma bomber from above, and it's just, this vehicle's done. I'm willing to give it a go. So, yes, if you've got a request for a vehicle you'd like to see made, or in this case a robot, I will make it if I can afford it, flops-wise, not flops-wise, space monies-wise. If I can do it, I will. Any tier, no problem. yeah, so yeah, well, I'll be back with another video soon, and you'll get to see it in action. So watch out for those videos, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks. I've been Table. Bye bye.